anyways, today's topic will be personal feelings. I'm here with my cousin, Saturn Tonic. I'm not gonna say his name for other reasons, but you know, we're just talking about good stuff. It's probably gonna be a short one because I have to go in a little bit, but not like that soon. Should be fine. We'll see what we can get away with. I haven't made a class yet, so we're just gonna do some commentary over some gameplay. So it might be a little entertaining, could also be sad or whatever. I don't care. But that's just gonna be that. We're gonna be talking about some stuff about how it's like being a kid, our opinions, our life, other stuff. Summer break, because summer break's coming up. I'm getting away from school. What would you like to add, Juanito?
I feel like we're gonna be talking about. Wait, did you say feelings already? How we feel?
Yeah.
So we're gonna be talking about like other stuff too, but like obviously, but it's like those are the really main big topics that we can talk about, since the fact that we have so much experience on those topics.
Exactly.
And just
a
like
lot
how
of
we
experience on
feel
those topics.
matters. Yeah. So.
Hold up.
Alright.
Just wait up 1 second. Oh, you can customize your knife. Lava knife or cosmic knife. Cosmic knife. Alright, I am good. Alright, let's get talking.
Alright, hold on, let me just...
Oh, you can set there. Oh, wait, can you invite me?
Yeah.
Bet. Alright. So... it should be good. Alright, normally, Tony, wouldn't you agree that school is retarded?
Yes, yes. But there is some...
It does help out with some stuff, definitely. But the only thing we really need, like, I don't need to know that these words in a certain row mean this thing. It's called whatever this is. Feel me?
And, yeah, like, they need to teach us how to do things that we'll know.
Will, like, actually matter.
Yeah, like how to pay bills, what are loans. Like, I have no idea what those are, and I'm in 5th grade. Not saying that I should know in 5th grade. It's just, like...
it's very useful.
It's very useful to know, and, like, in the afterlife, you know. Not in the afterlife, but, like, when we grow up, you know.
Yeah.
Like, math, it's understandable,
can we
because we're
change
gonna
the
need
map?
to use it. Oh, yeah, wait, I'm going to video. Nuketown?
Yeah, sure.
Alright, yeah, so we're just gonna be like, it's useful for like math, reading, but I'm pretty sure I know how to read. I'm pretty sure I know how to read.
We don't need to know all this stuff about reading. It's literally useless.
But there's some things that are, but there's some things that aren't. But it's like, I feel like we should just learn about the stuff that we need to know, really, because all the other things are just gonna be useless in life. Like, I don't need to know what is the frickin', what is the mass of a hamburger and
Yeah.
how many calories it'll give you if you eat it, depending on the size of it. Like, no.
Yeah.
And there's really not that, like, school really, like, personally, I think it's really stressful as a student who goes to school in 5th grade. School should not be stressful for a 5th grader.
Yeah.
And I'm just trying to, like, chill.
It's only gonna get worse, especially me almost going into high school. Like, it's gonna suck.
Yeah, so it's like, I don't really like school as much as I should like it as a 5th grader. Anyway, yeah, so it's like,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's strange.
Because normally when we talk about school, it's either really bad or really okay. Like, it's never good. There's never any good memories you can ever get from, you know, going to school and stuff.
Except for, like, friends at, like, lunch or, like,
Yeah.
never actually learning periods in school where you could have good memories.
Knife only?
I've never... Huh?
Knife only?
Yeah.
Yeah, there's, like, never ever good memories you get from that.
Yeah. So, do you want to move on to, like, parents?
Yeah,
or...
especially parents.
Parents. Oh, okay, that's a big topic. So, parents...
We definitely need them.
We definitely need them as a younger life, but I do indeed feel like I don't have a nicest class. I don't have
Why'd you change your class?
Because I didn't want to have that class because it was kind of dog. But yeah, as I was saying, like, parents, we definitely need them, and they're definitely an essential part of life as it is.
What?
And they're definitely an essential part of life as it is, and they cover for us, they love for us, you know. They have, like, it's just a lot of the times in life. Hold on, that's not fair. Okay, there we go. It's like, it's just like whenever you're arguing with a parent and you know you're gonna win, but they just say like, oh,
no,
because I said
like
so.
Exactly. Like,
Your
opinion doesn't really matter anymore. That just makes me good.
Yeah, so that's basically what they're saying. And I don't find that really fair, because if they told me to do something and I said no, or I don't feel like it, then I would get in trouble, right? But as a human being, I understand that you put a roof over my head and you provide for me, but I realize that I live in this house, but I should at least be treated with
like
respect.
a human.
And yeah, I should be treated like a human, basically. Like, there's never really any concept that should be. There's never really that affair. There should never ever have to be a concept where your parent is like basically telling you to do. Like, I feel like everyone should be treated like with respect, because everyone has just like done something that definitely earned some respect. Like, everyone needs to be treated with respect. There should never be a scenario where a child is never being treated with respect.
Exactly.
You know?
Like, treat how you want to be treated, but some people just don't follow that rule or anything.
For some reason. Like, I just really want to be treated how... I just really want to treat parents how they treat us, you know?
Yeah.
Because they don't really understand. Like, maybe some parents have gone through, like, what do I call this? It's not torture exactly, but it's
like
mentally
abuse.
like,
mental abuse.
Yeah, it's not exactly abuse, but it definitely messes up your mental state.
Yeah.
And I feel like that shouldn't be okay, you know? I just want to, like, treat parents, because I feel like it's unfair that they could treat us because they're older and they have more, like, experience or skill in life. Like, that should never ever have to be the case, you know? And if they actually knew how we felt and how we like what we were thinking.
Especially because they've been a child before and had this experience, and they just throw it all out the window and just, I'm gonna do this now instead of.
And I'm gonna be like this parent. Like whenever I grow up, I'm never
like
gonna.
You hated your mom, but you're just like her.
Yeah, like it's like if they think that we're so immature, so they could teach like.
Exactly. When more reality, you're probably more responsible than them. Like if I had a job right now, I definitely would take it.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Like if I was ever offered a job, and like at this age, I feel like the only reason the way I could be treated with respect is providing for my family and working a full-time job. As a kid, like I would quit school to work a job, you know, because that's all you just really need to make money in this life to survive. So yeah, you just need to make like that's literally it. That's literally the code to life.
Yeah.
You need to know some things, but if I was offered a job right now, at this age, right now, 10 years old, about to be 11, and I was making what, like $5 an hour, I would take it. I don't care how much money I would make. As long as I could try, or at least put effort into providing for my family and being treated with respect, like how they treat me. If I was able to like, I just want to be treated how they treat us.
Yeah.
Or I want to treat them. I want to be able to treat them how they treated us, or how they treat us currently. Because I feel like it's unfair that they can treat us however they want because they're older, or because they said so.
Well, that's because you're older doesn't mean you're smarter.
Like, how are you supposed to? Like, I can't treat you with respect if you're
if
not
you don't treat me with
respect.
Exactly. Like how are you gonna do
I understand they're supposed to be
having...
a respectable person, but I can't respect you when you don't have either any respect for me.
When you're just not respectable at all.
Yeah, or like, they're supposed to be so respectable because they're a parent and they put a roof over their head, but in reality, it's
just not the case.
That's just like one of the biggest, or most, like the only, like excuse that they ever have whenever we get into an argument and I prove valid points. It's just like, it's a struggle really, because they know that they can't win. It's either they know that they can't win or we can't win, and there's really no way of winning against parents in an argument, because it's either the only excuses that they're ever gonna have is because I said so, or
it's because I'm older, or like you're the child and I'm the me.
Hey yo. So yeah, there's really no ever scenario where you could win. So if I could get a full-time job and be treated correctly, how my mom treats her mom or my dad treats his dad, like if I could be treated like that, heck yeah, I would take that any day. I would take
any
that.
day. Exactly, that's what I'm talking about.
Right now, I would start
literally
working.
Right now.
So I would quit all my bad habits, like playing my game 24/7. I would go to sleep on time, stuff like that. And I don't know, it's just, I really just wanna be treated how other people are treated.
Exactly.
And I feel like it's very unfair how they could just treat us however they would treat us, you know? Come on, can you go back to the lobby real quick?
Why?
Because I need to fix my class, it's messed up. But yeah, it's like, I just
so sus. Especially when, like, I'm just trying to vibe. It's like, especially this upcoming summer, like, taking that like away from me is just.
That's just like torture, literally.
Exactly, because what?
Like the only reason they're gonna make you work to go to California with me to see grandma is because it motivates you to try harder, to work better. But in reality, it's just messing up your mental state.
And it's meaningless because the work is not gonna amount to anything.
Yeah, and it's gonna affect your mental state, and it's gonna make you more stressed out than you already are if you were stressed out. But now that they're making you do more work and putting more work on you, it's gonna be so more. It's gonna be so more stressful than it already has to be.
Especially
I'm glad
my
school is ending so soon, but not for a lot of people, because those people are still gonna have to work and stuff like that. It's just,
especially with summer
it's just
school
so
and other
messed up.
stuff. It's just extremely messed up. It's like the epitome of just being inhuman.
Yeah, it's basically just not being treated fairly.
Yeah. Just literal just torture at this point.
There's really no way you can say that it's not torture in any, like, it's torture in like almost every way.
It's literal just hell.
There's like, it's almost impossible to say it's not torture, or it's oh, it's not that bad, you know.
Like it's
fine.
pretty bad.
It's pretty bad. So
Like,
I don't really
they just
find
don't
anything
understand
enjoyable.
for just the stupidest reason.
I can't tell if they enjoy making us like struggle or suffer. It's not suffering, because the definition of suffering is being put through endless pain. It's not endless, and it's not really. It's pretty bad. It messes up our mental state, and if people say like you're gonna grow up to be a menace. Well, I wonder why. Because maybe
like Dennis?
the people who, riding around in a rover. If I see Optimus over, send that man straight to Jehovah. Anyway, like, it's just gonna.
Tennis. Yeah. Yeah.
Like, cause being raised by someone who had a terrible childhood, and then they're gonna make their kids have a terrible childhood. Like that shouldn't be. That's not fair.
That shouldn't be the
know?
case. It's just really just not fair.
Truly. Do you have anything you want to say?
Nothing. I take therapy, right? And it's good. It's helping, but not really. It's mainly just we have this scale thing where it's like a bunch of different topics, and it's like how well are you doing today, like 1 through 10. How's well with family? It's like that, and I think it's just annoying because it doesn't help, and it doesn't really, because like people can lie, and it's just it doesn't help at all, right? And especially my position in power over my school, because we have this thing that I've established over pretty well fair amount of time, that there's certain inalienable rights that you have, like human rights. Of being able to switch between different, we call it clans, but just groups of people. Being able to switch, that's the first one. We have freedom of speech, first one, and being able to conquer other clans. Each clan is a variant of either 20 to 80 people. The shortest one only has 25. And it's nice that we have position of powers, but the clan that I currently own is the strongest, and what are you doing? What we take pleasure in doing is taking over other clans and giving resources, and not really starting wars of some sort, but more of combat, you know, because we are the strongest out of everyone else. We're not being really toxic. We don't like hurting other people and putting others down, but the one thing that we do is just have like a reason, have like a purpose to this whole clan thing. So me being the leader is very important, and those rights that we established are extremely important.
Laws.
Yes, laws. We have elections, other stuffs. It works out pretty well. We have it's not really gangs, it's more civilized. Sometimes we have mutual combat, which is just, you know, mutual combat. So it's, you know, it works out. I was gonna hit that. But especially when my position of power is impeccable, no one dares to you know, yes, because they'll know they'll get folded. Hop upside of me on the head, and that's really just it.
Freaking Pathfinder.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like strange because
because my position of power that I have, it's just.
I feel like for some reason it's teachers' jobs to annoy us, but like they most teachers that like they can't really.
Yeah.
They can't really. They don't really have.
They don't
power.
have control.
They have to. My teacher, she does not want to teach. Like, she hates teaching.
Yeah.
Like, now because of the kids that like stress her out and she gets disrespected every day. But she can't really stop teaching because she has to work the job to get the money for her family because she can't make money any other way. And she volunteers at a museum because she loves history and stuff and like old artifacts of like important moments in history. Like, she has
let me tell you a story of how the clans came to be.
Okay.
So at my old school,
Hogwarts?
Not freaking Hogwarts. At my old school, El Mirage Elementary, we used to have them, right? It was very rare, but there was no freedom of speech. There was no. It sucked. There's nothing we couldn't do. So I vowed that it would be, you know, I would start new laws. I would held elections if this ever were to happen again. Because our current dictator that we had was very, you know, a dictator, holding a position of power just by strength and his army, his people, which really messed the entire civilization up that we have built. So as soon as I went to Dysart, oh crap, as soon as I went to the school, I was kind of undercover. Wasn't really undercover from El Mirage Elementary because they're both very distant schools that have rivalry. Went undercover, and what I was planning to do was take over and pretty much give them, you know, resources, give them purpose, help and stuff to be able to fight against El Mirage. But what we just did was, and apparently doing that, I actually succeeded. I did have two kids that wanted to help, but they didn't know my true intentions. They actually thought I was, you know, trying to put down everyone, making it, you know, I wouldn't say evil, but like being a bad person, which I wasn't. My intentions were only good, but the things that I were doing were not.
Yeah.
So I ended up taking power as being a dictator, but I slowly morphed it into, you know, capitalism. So everyone now, it's free. Whew! Free country. Now we have territory and other stuff, and, you know, a jail system, and, you know, suspensions.
Like punishment.
Yes, punishment. You know, there's a bunch of laws, you know, treason, other stuff. There's like war crimes, you know, pretending you're not in a group just to betray them. That's a war crime. It's very, very civilized, some things aren't civilized, but we recently had a civil war going on, though. It was
what was it about? Like, what was the reason you guys fighting?
It was horrible. People didn't like that, what's it called? Some people in a certain clan had more resources than the other. It was also in our clan, so we end up having another clan help us out.
And that's just like wrong, and like why?
It's supposed to be wrong because we're very separated. It's supposed to be fair, but people didn't. It wasn't fair at the time because other people had more resources and more power over the other half of the clan, and the people just didn't like it.
So I'm guessing it's like a war crime to like help other clans out because it's not fair that you're not helping.
It's treason. It's betrayal.
All the clans.
Yeah, it's betrayal.
Yeah. Is it possible to team with a
you can create alliances, but you cannot help others in war.
Like resources or stuff like that.
Yeah, you can transport resources, but we can also other clans. Say two clans are exporting resources between each other to help each other. The other clan can create a blockade, making it so the other clan can, you know, stop giving resources to other ones. So it's kind of like the real world. I got knocked upside the head.
Bing.
So yeah, I was like that.
I knew that was gonna happen. It happens every time.
Yeah.
Now, when I pull up to your school with a shotty, I know that I didn't just hit you in the head and I did the frickin' Jesus.
Yeah. And frickin'. So yeah, one of the clan names?
Yeah, sure.
Our clan, the strongest clan was... No. Our clan, the strongest clan was called Futoria. It's a Dutch thing. I don't know. It was supposed to be like commies, but they weren't commies. So it's just called Futoria. Which is kind of a sucky name, but people just call it Food. No, Futoria. But people just call it Food. Like Foo or Food. Well, not Food, but like Foods.
Oh, get away.
So yeah, the second strongest clan was called what?
This fight?
This fight? It's on a box?
Wait, press square, press square.
Oh, ooh. Hey!
Yeah, there's this kid in my stream. He was like virgin, and I was like,
oh yeah.
Okay. And then he's like, JK, I'm trolling LMAO. And then and he's like, alright, see ya, bruh. Keep grinding.
Yeah. The second strongest clan was called Virgin. I'm kidding. It was just called Pog. I guess they just called Pog.
Pretty simple. I really didn't just throw a grenade at me.
Yeah, it was literally just called Pog. They had really strong soldiers, really strong army. Their laws were impeccable. There's this group of kids that we have at our school. It's like the anti-bully squad basically. Yeah.
And it's like, I think I'm one of the persons in the group, and
yeah.
I'm like almost a leader because I'm one of the strongest and most like I like defend people when like they're in need or trouble. It sounds pretty nerdy. Okay,
it's not really nerdy. It's pretty cool actually.
I know.
That's
we didn't just walk up to each
too.
other and do the same thing.
Yeah, I was like.
It's like, I was like, wait, I meant to punch him.
Allahu Akbar. Yeah.
Yeah. So what we do, it's like not.
Allahu Akbar.
It's Jesus. It's not really anti-bully. It's just like we need to have like rights and power. Like we need to have like respect. We have like 80 or so clan members. We have like 12 sixth graders, and like 60 fifth graders.
Allahu Akbar.
I'm in 5th grade. Bro, you gotta chill. I'm in 5th grade. So yeah, like we have a lot of people so far. There's this one clan that we've been going against recently.
Yeah, what is it?
And they don't really have a name, but we have a name, and it's called Scorpions. I don't know.
Yeah.
It's Scorpions, but like with a Z. And the other clan is like Snakes, because Scorpions I guess go against Snakes, but Snakes are supposed to win. But they don't have more. They have like 14 clan members, while we have like 70 or 80.
Yeah.
So, yeah, this like, me and this kid, we were talking. Well, most of my friends are in that clan that we have, and my guy. Okay, we're gonna have to stop, or else I'm gonna get the long range shotgun in.
Alright, let's just use this. Let's just use this. Yeah. So all my clan. There's actually 7 clans.
In my school there's only there's only 2 so far.
The first one that I'm in, I'm the leader of, it's Fute, and it's kind of like Mute but with the F.
I'm probably gonna.
Sorry, another
take over.
If you're lucky. Well, if they're as serious as us.
Take over. And like, because I'm not the villain or the main character. Okay, so there's just one kid in the group who started funding the group. And now we have like donations and stuff. So we have our own funding basically. It's only like kind of like our own business. So we can. There's like laws, bro. There's like laws and stuff that like we can't like go to a different side for no apparent reason, because that's like suspicious, you know.
Exactly. That's very sus. Get away from
So-
me! Get
Yeah.
away from me!
Oh, they almost killed me. So yeah, we can't just do that for no
God.
apparent reason. There has to be a reason. We could
Yeah.
trade resources. And by the way, when I said 14, I was over exaggerating. There's actually like 44. Pretty
Nice.
sure.
Yeah, so do
there's
you want to
only,
know all
like-
the names or not?
No, not really. But can I finish and then you tell me?
Sure.
So anyway, yeah, as I was saying, like we have our own business kind of, and if you donate to join, you can donate to join. And I donated like I think $44, $45, I think.
Oh,
I
yeah.
donated to join, because you have to donate money to join, so you can have our
Yeah.
own funding business and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I donated money, so then you could buy stuff, or you could get like earn points, and you could like get things like not really school supplies, but more like souvenirs. And like there's this kid in in our group.
Hey, after you're done
They're,
talking, let me tell you the names because there's a backstory behind all of them.
Okay. Well, yeah. So we basically like can get like printed out stuff. You know, some kid made other kids a shirt and stuff.
Nice.
So yeah, it doesn't really matter that much. So you can keep talking.
Whew. Yeah. So those are the two clans I told you about that and the backstory. The third strongest clan is called it's just Cartel. It's Cartel.
Mm-hmm.
They make they have a drug business or whatever, but it's kind of scuffed. Like trading, but it's like money. It's like it's not really drugs. It's like certain like cards and other stuff that give you certain rights and other like power, you know.
Mm-hmm.
And what's it called? And it's what's it called? That's what they really made. It's Cartel. So then the second's Asta. It just came from anime or whatever.
Background?
Yeah, that's the background. They just sell stuff on the whole. They have like an entire economy that sells to all the other clans.
Oh, so it's basically like a shop but for clans.
Yeah.
So like they could have more resources. That's
and
where
then
they get
our
their resources
clan-
from.
Yeah. Our clan that we have is just the best of the best fighters. We really do enjoy combat and with each other. We've had cut down people and kicked others for just being, you know, weak. We also have really smart people in our clan. That's what we have. Most, you know, intelligence, strategy, you know. Damn it. Drop a live grenade when killed.
Bro, I seen this thing with this post on Reddit. There was like, I bet I have 5 times the IQ as you because they were trying to do a roast. And then the other person responded with 5 times 0 is still 0. And the frickin' it said achievement unlocked. Drop a live grenade when killed.
Yeah.
So, any other clans that have more backgrounds?
Oh yeah, I told you 7. That was the 3.
Quick question. Do like clans have their own like unique things? Like some will give resources, some are like,
Yeah, it's all they all have
combat.
different jobs, different parts to this country. We all have different territories, different backstories.
Okay, go on.
Pog is just all about memes and stuff. They just have a bunch of meme posters. They place them around the school. Supposed to be like funny, which pretty is. That's really the entire thing. And it's funny. That's their entire theme, and they also contribute with Cartel.
Like they like give away stuff.
Yeah, and have a good economy.
So,
and
but I thought
we also have a currency. It's illegal to work with them, but trading stuff is pretty good.
Oh, so trading, but they can't just give you stuff for like free?
Yeah, you cannot get stuff for free.
Yeah, okay, that makes so much sense.
Yeah.
So, any other?
Yeah, the 4th strongest is Asta, because they just really like Black Clover or whatever, or the leader does. Leader's name is just Jeremy, which is really fucking standard. But yeah, he likes Black Clover, and yeah, that's really just it. They just like anime. They have a bunch of, you know, hentai Lamborghinis.
What is this, GTA?
Yes. Damn it! And I was trying to freaking dodge you. And yeah, that's basically it. They just like anime, and they have pretty good fighters too. They just go with like, you know, freaking Danjuro stuff, and they have samurai swords but made out of wood. And it's cool.
I mean, I don't blame them. I mean, to be honest, I would like a sword made out of freaking wood.
Yeah.
That'd be dope.
But they do take special, what's it called? They do take
So, like,
their specialties in weapons. Actually, they manufacture weapons out of, you know, stones, other
Like
stuff, stone
wood?
daggers,
Oh.
wood,
Oh.
metal. They're the actual main manufacturer for other weapons. So for they supply for all of us. But our clan Foots, we mainly focus on hand-to-hand combat, and we mainly focus on having the skill enough to disarm other people of other weapons. But sometimes we will use maybe like a bat or sometimes brass knuckles, but you know, there hasn't been a war in a long time besides a civil war, which was just in our clan, which
So
we didn't
what was
really
the
fight.
Civil War about again? But it was like about trading and resources and stuff.
Resources weren't really that good, and we had a lot of people starting to fight over resources, and it just wasn't really fair because more people had more stuff than other people. It just really wasn't just fair. So I ended up fixing it after I took power, because the best way to be a dictator and take power is to eliminate a common enemy, like the other clan Pog, which it didn't really work out well because
So
they just
what
started
were
a
the
new
enemies
one.
in the Civil War?
The main enemies were us and Pog.
So you guys were working together, or you guys were just like, oh shoot, we're being targeted, you know?
Yeah, we were the main enemies. Because
But were you guys working together?
yeah, I mean we kind of still are the enemies, but not really.
Hey,
Because
come here. Look what I can do with my knife. If you're holding the knife and you press square, it like does like a little
Let me see.
flip.
Wait, let me see. Do it again.
Okay.
Joke time. Yeah, so we ended up having an alliance, but it didn't really work out, so we just, you know, stopped.
Yeah, chill.
Oh, sorry, I thought you were my dad. And, you know, trading some stuff, it didn't really work out because we had entirely different views on combat. They're more focused on weapons, so we were focused on hand-to-hand and, you know, one-on-ones. Not who wins, money, just which one's fair. That's
So, is there
really...
anyone currently trying to take your place, like as if, like, as?
Oh, yeah,
like...
no, I have. You know how there's like a vice president, next to the president? It's kind of like that. We have what's it called? Me and my friend Aiden. Remember I told you about Aiden? We are the literal best at hand-to-hand combat in the entire group. No one will try to take it. But
grade
if someone,
or school?
School.
So you're talking to me the 8th graders can't beat you guys?
Yeah. I mean, the 8th graders are like hella small and weak, so yeah. Most of them don't really have their own clan system. So even if
Most
they
of
won't...
them are just kind of like, oh, whatever, they kind of ignored it.
Yeah. But it's not like a childish thing. But
Oh,
definitely.
yeah, they think it's childish.
Even though it's really not, because we have our entire economy system. And, you know.
Yeah.
So that really works out. And yeah, that's really it.
Anything else you want to like talk about?
We should probably talk about who do you think should be in power of like anyone, like the strongest, the smartest, the like a power of anything.
Okay. That's a pretty easy question. Considering I'm one of the smartest, I'm maybe not the best at hand-to-hand combat, but I am second to the best at hand-to-hand. Hey, chill.
This flippy knife thing is freaking cool.
Yeah. So, no, my game was lagging and you freaking teleported
Yeah,
at me.
same.
So, I feel like maybe on the defense side of the team, or who should be in like control. So I feel like the
Hey, would kill me?
So I feel like the smartest should be in control.
When I come to you, don't kill me.
Thing. Okay. Because of one thing. Because of the fact
All right,
that.
come on.
What?
I'll show it to me. Look how blinding this is. Like, I'm not gonna kill you, but just look. Like, you cannot see. It's so blinding.
Okay. But I feel like the smartest should be in control because of strategy and who makes the
strategy's
first move.
really good, yes.
And on the like it's like chess, you know.
Yeah,
like
I'm
the defenses
have a really high IQ and I am
be,
really good at hand-to-hand combat. So.
And I feel like the best like the fighters.
Yeah.
You know, combat. Like I feel like they should be on the defense.
Yeah.
To protect the smartest because the smartest has the best strategy.
Exactly. Yeah.
So it's like Clash Royale kind of, you know.
Clash Royale.
You use cards or aka the combaters to use us. You should use them to defend you and protect the smartest or the one who's playing the moves, basically. Where you going? Where you going? Like I just do the random stuff. Yeah, so what are your thoughts on who can be in control?
Probably. I can't pick up your weapon. I do really agree with the strongest, but mainly someone has both a really high IQ and really high combat abilities.
So me, I would be a pretty good.
Yeah.
Because I'm not.
Except for because
really
you're in a
good,
lower grade, like I can obviously beat you hand-to-hand combat, but
easily,
it's because because you're like
so
the best. Exactly. It doesn't even matter if I'm stronger because I'm not like I don't have that much muscle mass. Well, I do, but you know, that's really just the thing. You know, person that should be in power. Oh, I got a viewer. Nice. Person that should be in power should be able to have both. You feel me? Because that would really help out and work. Because, like, imagine having the strategy and being in battle at the same time.
Yeah.
Like, what do you think?
So, George Washington?
I mean, I guess. Whew, that knife.
So, what were you gonna ask me?
Just who should be in power, but we already answered that question. What's your other clan names, or you only have two? I forgot. Snakes and Scorpions?
Yeah, Snakes and Scorpions.
Do you have any?
Or Scorpio and I think it's Leo.
Nice.
But Leo is a lion, and yeah. So it doesn't make sense why they named their clan Snakes. But we have Scorpions for Scorpios, but I'm a Leo personally. But I still am devoted to being to this clan because of. Not because of power, but because of the people and like how smart they are. And I'm the second best person in combat, but I can beat the best person in combat. He's just a little bit stronger than me, but he's taller. So naturally, I can beat him because of my movement ability. And I may not be the strongest, but I can throw some pretty hard punches. And I know where it hurts most if we hit in combat. In the lungs, because it knocks the air out of them and they really can't move and they can't breathe really well. So then you get them on the floor and restrain them.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's basically what knocking the air out of someone is doing. Yo, use melee, you bum.
Oh, sorry, I didn't know. You didn't tell me.
Yeah, but yeah, that's what I was talking about when I was talking about that.
Allah Akbar.
Yeah, so yeah, I think that I am like co-owner of the like leader. Chill, I said use melee.
I couldn't hear you. I'm sorry.
Anyway, yeah, I feel like I should be personally the leader, and we did take a vote, and I was 2 votes away from becoming the leader.
Nice.
Because of my strategy and my power, but yeah, so I got second. But yeah, I do feel like personally out of the I think 73 people that voted for me. 73 people that didn't vote for me, but that took the vote. I was really close to becoming the
Yeah.
Bro, use melee. Can you not hear me?
I can't hear you, bro.
Use melee.
What?
Use melee, like a knife or the price fighters.
What do you mean, use bullets?
Anyway, so yeah, I feel like I should be in power for that reason.
I can't see.
So, anything else you want to talk about?
I want to talk about let's see, bullies. Like why people think they should be able to bully.
So we don't have any bullies on the Scorpions.
Yeah.
And
we don't really either because our status and power.
We do there's other bullies on the Snakes teams. So it's like a struggle because I did beat up one kid from the bullies from the
What happened?
From the Scorpions team because they were messing with one of the people.
Oh yeah.
The Scorpions. One of my friends at lunch, and they were like, "Bro, you're ugly." They started insulting him and stuff. So at recess, we got in the corner. I was like, "Why are you talking about him?" And he's like, "Because it's true." So I said, "So what if I just beat you right here, right now?" He was like, "Well, then that would be a war crime because of since the fact that you were physically fighting." Because for us, it's power shows power.
Yeah.
Power like strength shows power, and stuff like that. So, but we never really prove our power. Only people who say have power, they have power. But I have proven my power about three times before.
Yeah.
Maybe two. Before, and people, the leader has, and that's the reason he's the leader, obviously. But like I proved him power, so and then I kind of just beat him up. But that was a war crime, and I did have a penalty, so we have penalties and like punishments for it.
Yeah.
And I did have a penalty to where I couldn't really like do any group activity for the next 2 days.
Oh yeah.
So it was pretty annoying, but I still he didn't mess with us again.
Nice. Why are these bots so thick? Look at the kill cam. I bought this new fan for 17 bucks. It's pretty good. Cause I remember my old fan broke.
Yeah.
So I bought a new one for 17 bucks at Walmart, and it's pretty good. It's hella loud.
I thought that was your PS4 for some reason. Yeah, so anything else you want to talk about besides like bullies and...
We need a good topic.
Yeah.
Like we want to talk about for a long time, like the parenting one we did before we started streaming. Damn it.
Anything you want to talk about? Because I don't really...
Probably not really. I'm probably gonna have to go to bed because it's like 3 right now, so. Well,
it was a good talk, at least.
Yeah. This is the Yeet Podcast. I'm signing off. Make sure you subscribe, or else I'll have to eat your dog.